So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company's called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. The company's called Cover. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So in today's video, we're talking about two passengers for our Uber who were arrested after doing this to a driver. This is a very sad topic, but again, this is just something that I want to talk about on this channel lately because there have been a lot of people asking, is driving for Uber safe or is it dangerous? And I just want to give the reality that there are really bad people in the world and a lot of bad things do happen all the time. It's not every single ride. It's probably not even one in 1,000, but honestly, I might even say statistically 1 in 10,000 rides are probably something really, really bad is going to happen. And so all my, drivers who have driven 10,000 rides, 20,000 rides, comment down below if you think that's correct. I mean, I've had several passengers where I did not feel safe at all. I've had passengers try to, touching me, grabbing me, more sexually than, like dangerously, but still it's pretty scary stuff. I gave a ride to a homeless man one time. Nothing against homeless people, but he was in my car and he would not get out of my car. After we finished the ride, I mean, he was talking to me about, this was a late ride too. He was talking to me about death, about how about how we're all gonna die, about how I'm gonna go to hell. And I'm like, I drop him off, I take him to the homeless shelter, right? I think our town had a campaign where they gave homeless people free vouchers for Lyft or whatever. And I get to the homeless shelter and I literally finish the ride and he's not getting out of my car and I'm getting new ride requests. I have to keep canceling my new rides because the guy would not get out of my car. And, I could tell he was probably on something. So I didn't want to the last thing I want to do is say, hey, get out of my car, So I'm just he's talking to me. I'm like, yeah, no, it's nice to meet you, And then he keeps on going and going and going. I'm like, bro, I need I didn't thankfully it all worked out. I had to cancel 2 ride requests, but it was all good. But I could see these things happen all the time. If you drive, especially if you drive late at night, I would say when people ask me, is it safe to drive Uber and Lyft? I would say if you want to make sure, you will increase your chances of being safe in an Uber car if you drive during the day. By so much, probably 10 times safer, if not 100 times safer driving during the day. Why? Because it's in the daytime, there's people around, usually, people don't really commit as many crimes during the day. If you're driving somebody, bad things happen typically when you're driving Uber. You're kind of in a, quiet area, no one's really around, it's 2, 3 a.m. and that's when people are usually intoxicated, on drugs, late at night, and people, good things don't happen after midnight. What's the saying? If you're driving at 1 p.m. in a busy intersection, you're probably okay. So but yeah, let's get started today's video. If you could please leave the video a thumbs up so more people can see this video. If you hit the thumbs up button, YouTube will push this video to a larger audience, and I think this is a very important video for more people to see. So if you could just hit the thumbs up button, that would help me out so much. And also, if you just like making money, if you like Uber driving, Lyft driving, hit the thumbs up button, but also check out the links down below. There's a bunch of different ways to make money. You can get paid time off as an Uber driver. If you ever feel sick and we want a sick day off, you can get cash that same day through Cover. Check out those links down below, but let's get started with today's video. Here we go. This is 2 arrested after stabbing vehicle robbery of rideshare driver in Las Vegas. So sad. This is on September 18, so yesterday this story came out. 2 people have been arrested in connection with the stabbing and vehicle robbery of a driver in Vegas. See, look, you can see right, it happened around 12:30 a.m. Again, just to confirm, most of these really bad stories happen really late at night. I would be shocked if this happened at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday, right? It happened on 17. It happened Thursday night around, or I guess technically Wednesday night, I'm assuming. According to police booking logs, Chantilly Farmer 47 and Devontae Robertson 24 were arrested Thursday. So I mean, it's not honestly pretty. Obviously, I'm not no investigation expert, but 47 years old and a 24-year-old. I mean, that's a really big age gap. What were they doing together? Why were they, hanging out and robbing people? Like, it just seems like, was that a father and a son? Or an uncle? I don't know. Greg Fennis said the incident happened around 12:30 a.m. at a truck stop. Yeah. I mean, that's a very isolated area. Usually those truck stops, you guys know if you're ever, doing a road trip, they have these truck stops. Usually in the middle of well, maybe not middle of nowhere, but like, usually it's off on the side. It's very, isolated area, quiet area, 12:30 a.m. at night. Yeah, I mean, I've actually gone to a few. I guess I'm talking more about rest stops, but usually truck stops and rest stops. It's probably pretty much the same thing. I've gone to some rest stops late at night, and yeah, it is scary, especially when you're going in, you have to use the bathroom at like 1 a.m. You don't feel safe there. It's almost like anything could happen and no one would notice, and that's pretty much what happened, but people did find out. Fina said the 2 suspects called for a rideshare to pick them up in Henderson and take them to Mesquite. So let's just see really quick, where is Henderson in Vegas? Henderson, Vegas. Or maybe not Vegas, but Nevada. Henderson, Nevada. And then they were going to where? Mesquite, Nevada. So this was the route. So it was a long route, almost an hour and 30-minute drive. What was that? Is that to the border? That's almost to the border of what's that state? I don't even know my states. Arizona. Sorry, Arizona and Utah. So almost to the border, an hour and a half drive. The suspects beat up the driver. Oh my gosh, the driver picked them up, and they all stopped at Love's Travel Stop in the North Las Vegas Valley. So they were on their way. I mean, this looks like a very, doesn't look like a busy, freeway. I don't see a lot of, big towns on the way there. So they stopped where? At Love's Travel Stop in the North. Okay, so they stopped along the way somewhere. I don't know if I could find that, but Love's Travel Stop, maybe here. Yeah, so they stopped here. So at this intersection, that's where it happened. The suspects beat up the driver before stabbing him. The suspects stole the driver's car. Fina said the driver was taken to the hospital. According to court documents, Farmer and Robertson will have their first court hearings Saturday morning. So that's this morning while I'm making this video. So far they've been arrested. I'll make an update video with what happens, but I don't know. Obviously this is very sad, and this is kind of your Uber driver's worst nightmare. Thankfully it does seem like he is, alive. He has non-life-threatening injuries. Thankfully, I mean, he was stabbed. Thankfully he's alive, and I hope he, survives this all. This is really, really sad. I will love to interview this person, Greg Phoenix. Yeah, Greg Phoenix, if you're watching this, I would love to interview you and hear your story. I will try to reach out to him, and you know, obviously after he gets out of the hospital and he's all you know, healed up and everything. But this is just a reality that happens, guys. Like, I don't know how long Greg has driven, how many rides he's given, whatever. But if you've driven long enough for rideshare, for Uber, Lyft, or taxi or anything, you know that you've probably thought that something like this could happen to you. You've probably thought, shoot, this passenger sounds crazy. This is why, guys, you always want to keep your doors locked. I always talk about this so much, and I've taken hundreds of Uber and Lyft rides as a passenger, and I've seen no drivers do this, and it should be protocol. What should be protocol? When you're picking up a driver, when you're picking up your passenger, always have your doors locked. And when your passenger comes up to the window, roll your window down and say, hey, are you here for an Uber? And have them confirm their name with you. Never go, hey, are you Greg? They're gonna go, yeah, and get right in. Most drivers, they just keep their doors unlocked. You get in the car and they say, you know, are you Dylan? And I go, yeah. Or sometimes they won't even say this. So, oh, hey, how are you? Like, you need to be diligent about this. Keep your doors locked and say, hey, what is your name? They need to tell you their name so you know you have the correct passenger. And it's more more complicated than that. During that time, guys, this is what I do every single time. That gives you the opportunity to evaluate whether or not you want to actually take that passenger. It gives you it's a safety protocol. So if you roll down your window and say, hey, what's your name? They're either gonna say, oh, hi, my name's Jessica, or whatever, and they're gonna be really nice about it, and you're gonna, okay, Jessica, correct, you can get in my car. Or they're gonna be like, no, I'm not giving you my name. What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't even want to risk those people, guys, because they're more likely gonna be dangerous people. And if they can barely talk, they're probably drunk, you don't want to take them. Like, during that time, and if you figure out that you don't want to take them, your doors are locked, and you just say, you just drive away. Who cares? Drive away. Cancel the ride. Cancel the ride later if you have to. Just get out of there if you know that you can, basically it's called sussing them out. That's what I call it. So anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Please follow that safety standard. Let's please make that a standard protocol to always have your doors locked and roll down your window when you're asking for a ride. If you do that, thank you. You are doing yourself a great service, and you know, let's make that the standard. So anyways, please give the video a thumbs up so more people can see this video and can get pushed out to a larger audience. Hit the thumbs up button, please, if you want to be a safe driver, safe passenger. And also subscribe down below for more videos on this channel, and check out all the links if you want to make more money and all that good stuff. There's a bunch of different ways to make money. I'm always updating the descriptions down below. There's a bunch of different links. You can click on them, check them out, see if there's a way for you to increase your income. And I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.